And I've said this to Dr. Hauer before, she doesn't realize that first meeting with her is really helped me for the rest of Barry's journey, because in my mind, because of everything Barry had been through in the last, especially the 6 months, I figured that some big event was going to happen and it would take him. And so the first time we met, she said that that probably wouldn't be the case at all. And I remember looking at her and being shocked. And I, what do you mean? And she said that in her experience and with her medical background, that what they usually see is that they slowly start to shut down, their bodies start to stop doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that it comes on sort of slowly, and that it can take up to a month, but you see a decline, that it wouldn't necessarily be a sudden onset death. And, you know, and that gave me a different perspective. The thing didn't help me not be as scared when I got the call that Barry was seizing. He had been seizing and he wasn't stopping, and I'd go running to Seven Hills. But it really helped me when the end of his journey did come. The first thing that happened was they called and they said that Barry's stomach is, or I used to call twice a day at the same time, and I would talk to whoever the nurse was that was caring for him. And they said that his stomach was really distended. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she goes, distended like he's 9 months pregnant. And I went, what? And I was trying to picture this in my mind, and I was saying, well, what do you think? And they said that Dr. Hauer had written for him not to have his formula, and they were going to put him on Pedialyte and just give it to him slowly. And it sort of did get a little better. It would go down for a while, and then it'd get more distended. And so that was the first thing that sort of happened. I had sort of noticed a difference when I had visited him before that happened, a little change in him, but I really couldn't put my finger on it. And then we thought he might be sick. I'm trying to remember. So they did a chest x-ray and we did a blood to make sure he didn't have influenza.
Yep.
And then he started sleeping more. And so I remember one day I was there visiting him, this was going on, and this had been going on for a few days. And I remember Dr. Hauer was there in the room. She had examined Barry, and we stepped out, and I looked at her, and it was like I had this aha moment, and I said to her, oh my God, this is what you were explaining to me. I said, you need to tell me, because I need to start preparing, you know, not only myself, but I was really worried about the girls. She did say that, yes, that this is what she felt was happening. She wasn't, you said you weren't positive, but she felt that that was what was happening.